Hello, everyone. Welcome to Farmers 2 Technology. This is the login page for Farmers 2. You are on your journey to now digitizing your entire operations on your farm. So once you get to this page and you don't have an account, I'm going to need you to sign up. So hit the sign up button. It's going to take you to this page. Just fill out all your information, first name, last name, the email that you use that you can receive emails to. And if you have a farm name that you name your farm, give it a name. Plug in your phone number and put in a password that you're going to remember. Once you've done that, hit the agree button to make sure you agree to our terms and conditions and our privacy. Once you've done that, hit the create account button. It's going to redirect you to the sign in page. And this is where you can put in your information. I already have an account that we call cropsfarmer@gmail.com. And we have a password that I remember. And we're going to hit sign in. And I think I put in the wrong password there. We're going to hit sign in. We're going to get signed in. And then bam. This is the Farmers 2 dashboard. All right. So specifically for the crop farmers, we want to look on the left-hand panel to look for the module that says crop farmers. All right. Over here, we have the overview that pretty much will show you, if you add data to it, your total revenue, your cost, your net profits, your planning and estimates, things that you've planted, all the fields that you have on your farm, everything that you've harvested, all your sales, all the inputs that you've entered on your farm. You're able to manage all of that here now. Your field utilization, making sure that if you have 1,000 acres, you're utilizing 1,000 acres, and your top 5 most profitable crops. All right, and over here we have a beautiful calendar that shows you everything you've planted, everything you've harvested, all the activity and the inputs that you've done on your farm. All right, so let's get started. All right, if we go to fields, all right, this is where all your fields will show up. But before you can do that, you need to add a location. Okay, a location represents the space and land area on your farm where you add fields to. Okay, so you hit the add location button, and this form will pull up. All right, we're going to name this lot 1, and then we're going to call it LC1 as our code. And then we want to make sure we specify this is for crops. Okay, that's what you use that field for. And then the soil types, you can add as many as you need here. Let's say this one is loamy, this one is clay, and then you add whatever crop types that you know are on your field. The address is going to be automatically populated, same as the area size. But the beautiful thing about this is we have this map that you can draw the size of your field. Okay, you can use this button right here to find you, or you can type in your address. I like things to be easy, so I'm going to hit this find me, and it's going to find exactly where I'm located. And then I'm just going to draw. So if you zoom out, you can kind of see where you are. If you zoom in, it will get really, really, really detailed. And then you just draw the polygon. Where I am, there's not really any fields. So once you get to an area, you click again, hit another area, you click again, hit another. When you come back here, just double click, and then it creates that polygon for you. And the beautiful thing, it picks up your address, it picks up the area size, and you can always change that to the unit that you want. I want this to be in acres, automatically converts it for you. And then you hit create location. Bam, now you have your location all created, and now you can see what crops you've planted on here. If you have animals, you can also see that. But now let's go back to the fields, okay? If you have lot 1, but on lot 1, you have about 5 fields on that lot, you want to be able to differentiate what field has what on that location. So this is where you hit that add field button, and then you want to name this, let's say field 1. You can also call it F1, and then you select the location that field 1 will be on. And then that will be that. And then it will tell you how much space is on there and what that type is for and the address for it. Okay, if you want to add irrigation types, you can. Let's say over here we use drip irrigation. Status, it is still active because you're still using it. And then you can add notes if you want to, and then hit create field. Okay, now that creates your field for you, okay, to tell you, okay, this is the field that we have. Any activities that you do on here will show up here. Crop history, everything that you've planted on here will also show up here. Now, let's see how we can add some type of planting. Okay, let's say in this season, we want to plant on field 1. Okay, it shows you how much available space is on there and what else is being planted on there. Okay, so field 1, total area, allocated area is how much space is being utilized, available, irrigation type. It kind of gives you that information that you need. Then you select the crop that you want to plant. Okay, this time, let's say we want to do tomatoes. Okay, what variety of tomatoes do you want? Well, let's say it's the TO11. Okay, when are we planting this? Okay, so let's say we planted them November 1st. And we're expecting to harvest these 90 days later. Okay, so November 1st, December 1st, January 31st, right? The area that we have planted is about 1.5 acres. All right, available is 2.9. All right, this is active, and then you hit create planting. All right, so now we've planted tomatoes on field 1, that's on lot 1. Okay, now you're able to add inputs. Okay, let's say you go out there and you buy some fertilizer. Okay, you've purchased some fertilizer, and then it's called let's say it's called Prov1. That's the name of the fertilizer, and then you put the manufacturer on there. Let's say it's called Pfizer, and then the quantity that you bought, let's say it's about 10 pounds of fertilizer. The application method, you can say you sprayed it on there or you laid it. It's up to you. And then the total cost for it, you can say about $150. Okay, that's an input that you've added on that specific planting. Okay, the date that you also put it in, let's say we did that on Monday. All right, bam. Okay, now that adds an input to it. Okay, also adds on, as to the inputs, the total cost of your input. This is very, very important because you're going to want to know how much it has cost you to grow your tomatoes, all right? And all of these inputs matter. So you can add as many inputs as you want, as well as anything that you think will go towards that specific field, okay? You can also add planning and estimates, all right? This allows you to be able to say, all right, on field 1, in this season, in this fall, I want to plant, let's say, tomatoes, and then that variety TO1. Estimated planting date was the 1st, harvest date 31st of January of next year. I want to plant 1.5 acres. And then I'm expecting a yield of about, let's say, 2,000 pounds of tomatoes or 2,000 tons of tomatoes. And then your cost estimates. Now this is where you can add all your estimated inputs. So all you need to do is just type in, let's say, fertilizer. If it's not already in here, it will automatically enter it. So you just type it in, and then you hit the cost, let's say 150, and then you hit add cost. Okay, that gets added on there. Let's say you also do pesticides, if that's your thing. You add pesticides, it's going to cost you about $200, and then you hit add cost. Let's say labor. All right, it's probably going to cost you like $400, $4,000 for those 90 days. Let's say the seeds, all right, that you use. Okay, it's going to cost you about $50. You hit add cost. All right, now these are all your inputs. This is how much it's going to cost you. And then now you can also estimate how much it's going to be price per unit. The price per unit is going to be how much a ton of this is going to cost you. Okay, so if you're expecting 2,000 tons of tomatoes and you put in here $100, it's going to be $100 per ton. Okay, and then you can go ahead and hit approve and then hit create plan. Now you have your plan set up. Okay. And then it'll also show you estimates versus actuals. Okay, there's no actuals right now except for this Prov1 that you've done. Remember when we did planting, it shows you this. That one input that you entered on here, it automatically pulls it up for you. Okay, over here, your estimates, we've already got that covered for you. Automatically, we'll be able to pick up all the estimates that you get in. And then you can do your actuals versus your estimates. You can also see your breakdown, financial projections, how much money you're expecting, how much profit you're expecting, the return on that specific field. A lot of great details. Once you're done with that, you can just add your harvest. Harvest only available when the harvest date is available once you have planted something on here. So that's about what this product can do. If you come back to your locations, right, you can kind of see under crops, what crops have been planted here, any activities that would have happened on it. You can see it all here. You can also use this for crop rotation and wanting to understand what's happening where and where it's going where. This is just specific for your crops. The product has a lot more things to do. You can record your sales here. You can record inputs somewhere else if you want. And we also have a nice overview of what you're doing on your farm. Look at all of this data. Shows you when you planted something, when you're expecting to do a harvest around here this time. So it's very, very, very intuitive and very, very, very helpful. Your finances will also come over here. That expense that we added in here is already added in here automatically for you. It's already also in your financial reports. All right, your cash flow statement, your balance sheet, if you want to take it to the bank so the bank can see what you're doing. Your farm data, if you come under crops, we're already adding all those details for you. So very, very useful, very, very insightful. I hope you've learned something and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. This is our email, support@farmerstool. This is also our phone number. You can contact us. We're available 24/7 and we're more than happy to help. You can also just create a ticket here, put your subscription, category, priority, and then type in what problems you're having. If that doesn't work out for you, just hit this number. It'll come directly to us and we're more than happy to help you. Thank you so much for signing up for Farmers Tool. We're looking forward to doing great things with you and good luck with your farming. Thank you so much.